What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today's topic is going to be why I am focusing so much on AI content for the moment, and just basically just kind of just winging it off of a lot of the content I've been putting out and seeing what I can do with all this. Lately, it's been fun making AI content. Honestly, the reception has been really good. I've said this before, but honestly, I'm in shock with you guys as well too, because this shit is crazy. Like, AI is one of those things where as each day and as each week goes on, it gets more crazier and crazier and crazier. And it's just I put out on one of my YouTube videos that in every October life changes, and this October I think that's when AI really started to kind of pop off and go crazy. And I never seen it this big before, because usually I'm like, yeah, AI is like, okay, it's cool. It was still trying to work itself out. You just saw the pictures and stuff like that. Like earlier this year, it was like a lot of the Ghibli pictures and a lot of like anime orientated and cartoon orientated stuff that was kind of built more like still frame pictures. It was kind of worrisome for the artist side, where people that drew a lot of stuff had to kind of see like, okay, we have competition, because like commissions, for example, like when you're an artist, like how are you going to get your commissions? Because if you were that one person that knew how to draw, everybody went up to you. Everyone wants to know who you are and get your information, get your card down or whatever. And you're cool. It doesn't matter if you're big or not, but if they can see you can draw and draw really well, they will be inclined for you to draw for them. But now that AI has been such more of an option that people can go to, I don't think people can really be like, oh yeah, go, can you draw for me? Unless you have like, a really, really cool art style and something that stands out, something that's different, you have more of a shot. But yeah, it's different than how it was before. Before all this stuff, like you had to literally go to an art commission or an artist for them to kind of get your work out there. And I thought that was kind of like, it was reliable and it was more practical in that area. But, times has changed. Unless, of course, another thing you can add in, unless you already have like a really established fan base and, you're good, you already have like a income coming in as an artist, you're chilling on that part. But for a majority of people that are just trying to get their foot out the door, it can be very challenging. I can understand why in that aspect. Yeah, but it's just what you can do as an artist and just trying to push yourself and push your limits. I always kind of praise that on there, and just trying to work smarter, not harder, because like I said, one of my videos, I said I was a college student and I'm going into my final years as a college student. And, a lot of the professors and artists and people that work in the studios would tell me that, it's very tough and demanding finding a job now with this economy, because how limited and how little the work is when it comes to being an artist. Like back then, like early 2000s, 2010s, you were that guy if you knew how to draw and really illustrate your design ideas, and you can put yourself out there on the map. Like you was that guy, like you was chilling. Now it's more like, okay, like who do you know, if you can get like something going for yourself just within that realm and really see what's possible. But yeah, it's a lot different now than how it used to be back then. But yeah, just trying to get back to the basics and figure out what you can do with that and seeing the potential. But honestly, the sky is the limit. I always say that. Yeah, the sky is the limit. Nothing can really stop you. Nothing can stop you. So you gotta keep it pushing. I'll tell you that much. No, it's not worth it stressing out or nothing like that. But I just, advocate just push as much as you can and try to get as much stuff done as possible, because this is going to be some crazy times you're going to be living in with AI. And another thing that really is on my mind and concerning about is just like what people can really generate and how will VR be involved with all this stuff. And like like VR chat, where like people kind of go on these like these realms, these places, and they can kind of be whoever they want to be. Imagine, probably a year from now, 2 years from now, or even sooner, crazy enough to think, AI can produce whatever world you can and make it look completely realistic, generated from the computers of the program or software is using, like Tron. you're straight up out the grid, and you can see what anything and everything is going on in whatever world you can possibly be. And it looks so real, where it's just like you're actually there moving around. Like I think we're probably going to get close to that. Crazy as it is possible, but at the same time, I'm like, very, because these ideas are good. I just want to, I'm very curious to see how it's going to be, because, it could be good and bad, just a moderation of it. Of course, I'm not going to be going too crazy. I'm not going to be like those YouTubers that go buy out tech reviews and stuff like that. Like, oh, they go buy the new latest AI thing and kind of see from what it is, because I'm like, that's a certain level of dedication to have for that particular craft, and you really gotta be down for that. Like those YouTubers that go out and actually, buy stuff and review it, and you have, like, for starters, you gotta have the money for that. Money. Changa, you're gonna have to have the money to go out and buy stuff and really go put yourself out there in a particular channel and be the first people to go review something and see how it is, so you can let other people know how this product is and how it's going to affect the market, and how people are going to be overwhelmed or not, or underwhelmed by the new product that's coming out, depending on your review on it. And that's a lot of dedication to have with a certain degree. And to put it bluntly, I ain't doing all that. We gonna keep it to the heart, keep it simple, and see what's the potential that's out there. I'm not gonna be doing all that crazy. Yeah, but I ain't gonna do all that crazy stuff. I'm just gonna have a good channel, and I like to do these videos where I'm like talking more and just seeing what the video is having in the background, and just kind of going off of it and just speaking my mind, just keeping it simple. But the truth, with all this stuff, I am very excited and crazy to see. I'm grateful for this topic, kind of putting blessings on the channel, and just seeing how the internet's going to progress, because the internet throughout the years has been something that's crazy. Now, I was born in 1999, so I grew up with the 2000s, and I grew up with the golden age of the internet. I call it a whiff of it. I always say this: I was lucky enough to catch a whiff of like those nostalgic times before things are how they are now, like how technology is right now and stuff like that. Like, I grew up before social media, I grew up before a lot of that stuff, and so I was born with the 2000s, seeing like how early YouTube was and how what was popular, what was like kind of being a big demographic, and seeing like the trends and stuff like that. And it was really cool seeing that time period, and then going into the 2010s and seeing the meme culture kind of explode and go crazy, and just seeing how all that stuff kind of made a big influence and impact on society as a whole. And now we're heading into the 2020s, and now we're in the mid 2020s, and seeing how AI is going to be like that new generational front that is going to break the internet and be a defining moment for this decade. And we're going to see like what potentially could be happening within the next couple of years, because it's just, man, it's going to get crazier and crazier as time goes on, and we can only see what's going to be happening now. But it's just, this stuff is crazy. I'm not going front. It's going to be entertaining. I'm just going to be chilling back, watching my little popcorn, and be chilling. But one of my main things I was just about to say, I was just thinking about, like, dude, imagine if someone made a joke of this, but imagine if someone had the idea of like, okay, you can make any type of movie with AI, like a full length feature film, like type in what you want to see and put it. I'd be crazy, because you can make your own low budget movie and kind of just put yourself together and starting yourself out. Of course, if I was making a movie, I'll probably do an action movie that's I'll do an action movie that's set like in the 1980s and 90s, kind of like an homage to like something crazy like Arnold Schwarzenegger and who else? Sylvester Stallone, Bruce Willis, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and all those people right there. Like, just have a movie where it's like an 80s movie and action stuff. I'll do something like that. I ain't gonna lie. I'll put that together. I'll watch the show. Hey, I made it. I ain't gonna say that. It's gonna be crazy. But stuff like that. I can't wait to see. If that's potentially might happen, and kind of see how that goes and go from there. But I really do enjoy making these videos. This stuff has been really fun, and just seeing how as time goes on and what more can this program do, and what other potential programs what can they do to kind of add on this stuff as well, and just seeing the the potential that lies ahead. But yeah, I don't want to keep rambling. I don't want to keep this video going on. But thank you guys for listening. I'm just gonna keep getting better with editing, and I heard a lot of people in the comments that fix your editing. That shit's terrible. We can't hear you. I'm editing on my phone. I am still learning. Still, I'm gonna get better and better as each video goes on, and see what I can do. But yeah, I've heard you guys loud and clear. Trust me, man. Shit sucks. I ain't trying to be scaring off people like, oh, this videos, like, we can't hear shit. Man, we ain't trying to hear this shit. Next. Shit. And they be time marking it too, so it's not like it be for you can't hear me for a split second. That means that 1 second probably took y'all out. So I can't have that happen. No. We trying to create momentum, not dismomentum. I just made that word up, but thank you guys.